Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to present about JIT. First one, what is JIT? JIT is an open source distributed version control system. It is designed to handle minor to major projects with high speed and efficiency. It is developed to coordinate the work among the developers. The version control allows us to track and work together with our team members at the same workspace. JIT is foundation of many services like GitHub and GitLab, but we can use JIT without using any other JIT services. JIT can be used privately and publicly. JIT was created by Linus Torvalds in 2005 to develop Linux kernel. It is also used as an important distributed version control tool for the developer. JIT is easy to learn and has fast performance. It is superior to other SCM tools like Subversions, CVS, Perforce, and ClearCase. And next, we are going to say about features of JIT. Some remarkable features of JIT are as follows. And then, why we using JIT? The reason we have discussed many features and benefits of JIT that demonstrate the undoubtedly JIT as the leading version control system. Now we will discuss some other points about why should we choose JIT. Speed, security, distributed, scalable, open source. First thing, JIT integrity. JIT is developed to ensure the security and integrity of content being version control. It uses checksum during transit or tampering with the file system to confirm that information is not lost. Internally, it creates a checksum value from the content of the files and then verifies it when transmitting or storing data. Next, trending version control system. JIT is the most widely used version control system. It has maximum project among all the version control systems due to its amazing workflow and features. It is a preferred choice of developers. Everything is local. Almost all operation of JIT can be performed locally. This is a significant reason for the users of JIT. We will not have to ensure internet connectivity. And next one, collaborate to public project. There are many public projects available on the GitHub. We can collaborate on those projects and show our creativity to the world. Many developers are collaborating on the public project. The collaboration allows us to stand with experienced developers and learn a lot from them. Thus, it takes our programming skill to the next level. And next one, impress recruiters. We can impress recruiters by mentioning the JIT and GitHub on our resume. Send your GitHub profile link to the HR to the organization you want to join. Show your skills and influence them through your work. It increases the chances of getting hired. Next, open source features of JIT. JIT is an open source tool. It is realized under the general public license. And next one, scalable. JIT is scalable, which means when the number of users increases, the JIT can be easily handled such situations. Next one, distributed. One of JIT's great features is that it is distributed. Distributed means that instead of switching the project to another machine, we can create a clone of the entire repository. Also, instead of just having one central repository that you send changes to, every user has their own repository that contains the entire commit history of the project. We do not need to connect to the remote repository. The changes is just stored on our local repository. If necessary, we can push these changes to a remote repository. In this diagram, give more details about JIT workflow details. Next one, security. JIT is secure. It uses the secure hash functions to name and identify objects within its repository. Files and commits are checked and retrieved by its checksum at the time of checkout. It stores its history in such a way that the ID of particular commits depends upon the complete development history leading up to that commit. Once it is published, one cannot make changes to its old version. Next one, speed. JIT is very fast, so it can complete all the tasks in a while. Most of the JIT operations are done on the local repository, so it provides a huge speed. Also, a centralized version control system continually communicates with a server somewhere. Performance test conducted by Mozilla showed that it was extremely fast compared to other VCS. Fetching version history from a locally stored repository is much faster than fetching it from the remote server. The core part of JIT is written in C, which ignores runtime overhead associated with other high-level languages. JIT was developed to work on the Linux kernel, therefore it is capable enough to handle large repositories effectively. From the beginning, speed and performance have been JIT's primary goals. The next one supports non-linear development. JIT supports seamless branching and merging, which helps in visualizing and navigating a non-linear development. A branch in a JIT represents a single commit. We can construct the full branch structure with the help of its parental commit. The next one, branching and merging. Branching and merging are the great features of JIT, which make it different from the other SCM tools. JIT allows the creation of multiple branches without affecting each other. We can perform tasks like creation, deletions, and merging on branches, and these tasks take a few seconds only. Below are some features that can be achieved by branching. We can create a separate branch for a new model of the project, commit and delete it whenever we want. We can have a production branch which always has what goes into production and can be merged for testing in the test branch. We can create a demo branch for the experiment and check if it is working. We can also remove it if needed. The core benefit of branching is if we want to push something to a remote repository, we do not have to push all of our branches. We can select a few of our branches or all of them together. And next one, data assurance. The JIT data model ensures the cryptographic integrity of every unit of our project. It provides a unique commit ID to every commit through the SHA algorithm. We can retrieve and update the commit by commit ID. Most of the centralized version control systems do not provide such integrity by default. Next one, staging area. The staging area is also a unique functionality of JIT. It can be considered as a preview of our next commit. Moreover, an intermediate area where commits can be performed and reviewed before completions. When you make a commit, JIT takes changes that are in the staging area and make them as a new commit. We are allowed to add and remove changes from the staging area. The staging area can be considered as a place where JIT stores these changes, although JIT does not have a dedicated staging directly, where it can store some object representing file changes. Instead of this, it uses a file called index. Another features of JIT that make it apart from other SCM tools is that it is possible to quickly stage some of our files and commit them without committing other modified files in our working directory. Maintain the clean history. JIT facilities with JIT rebase. It is one of the most helpful features of JIT. It fetches the latest commits from the master branch and puts our code on top of that. Thus, it maintains a clean history of the project. And we are going to see about benefit of JIT. A version control applications allows us to keep track of all the changes that we make in the files of our project. Every time we make changes in files of an existing project, we can push those changes to a repository. Other developers are allowed to pull your changes from the repository and continue to work with the updates that you added to the project files. Some significant benefits of using JIT are as follows. Save times, next one offline working, next undo mistakes, and next track changes. First one, what is save times? JIT is lightning fast technology. Each command takes only a few seconds to execute, so we can save a lot of time as compared to log into a GitHub account and find out its features. Next one, what is offline working? One of the most important benefit of JIT is that it supports offline working. If we are facing internet connectivity issues, it will not affect our work. In JIT, we can do almost everything locally. Comparatively, other CVS like SPN is limited and prefer the connection with the central repository. And next one, what is undo mistakes? One additional benefit of JIT is we can undo mistakes. Sometimes the undo can be a severe option for us. JIT provides the undo option for almost everything. And finally, track the changes. JIT facilities with some existing features such as different log and status, which allows us to track changes so we can check the status, compare our files or branches. Thank you for watching.